All right, welcome to Shed Life Sport. We've got a episode coming at you, and we're just going to be short form. You got your old mates KJ and Jace, hey bro, talking about what's happening currently in the sporting world. But I thought, with a great golf man like yourself, Ryan Fox, what did you think?
Sensational, eh? Just to win a Masters. To win the British Open. The Open is just unbelievable, but I think the way that he won it, like, he just seems to be that guy on tour that everybody loves.
Yeah,
he's not in the gym. He's eating. he's eating pot. He doesn't fit the mold. The Scotty Schefflers and these Tiger Woods and that. They're in the gym pumping iron all day. When he's like, he's out there and he plays a game where he just gets on with it. It's like he's playing at Taiyuki today. He's just going to go out there with his mates and have a hit, right?
Oh, yeah. It looks like he could be at any local club around the country. And he's just like, hey, boy, should we just
go inside and have a beer with the players?
100%.
Just that. I think it's great. Golf's on such a high since COVID.
Yeah.
And I think with someone like Foxy now winning the Open, golf is just going to go to another level. And, it is fantastic. And, really interesting. He has always been the son of Grant Fox, right?
Yes.
There's a massive swing now.
Yes.
Grant Fox is now the dad of Ryan Fox, right? I think,
Ryan Fox's dad. Oh, you're Ryan Fox's dad. I heard you played rugby or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
You think Grant Fox.
Yeah.
Icon.
100%.
In New Zealand as an All Black, right?
Yeah.
Ex-All Black.
Mm-hmm.
Now he is the father of Ryan Fox.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... when you've seen it, like, just from a golfing perspective, coming from 52nd.
Oh, yeah. Unheard of. And
doing it.
He was so close to missing the cut.
Yeah.
Like, he is that far behind.
For Kiwis or anyone that doesn't really follow golf other than, like, obviously knowing golf clubs, maybe, like, where does that stack up in terms of unlikelihood and this coming from?
It is miles and miles away. Like, there is nobody who's only just made the cut that's gone on to win like that. And to win it without not even have to go into extra holes or playoff. He's won it outright on the fourth round, holding that birdie putt on 18. Everything it's a fairy tale come true, right? It's just something that he would be dreaming that as a kid.
Oh, wow.
And the Claret Jug, the history, what has been amazing what he has done. He has brought it straight back to New Zealand. Like, he flew home to Florida where he lived, picked up his family and came straight back to New Zealand and took the jug on tour. You see how many people were in Auckland for his celebration? Like,
the crowds of it. Well, as he said, he's a man of the people. People look at Ryan Fox and go, I can relate to that guy.
And it's people. It's like you and I, we're Sunday hackers that are going to go along, and we're just gonna. We want to see it. We want to feel it. There were kids at 6 and 7 years old wanting to see Ryan Fox. Golf's not the trendiest sport going around, right?
Yeah,
it is now.
Oh yeah. Well, I think just building it up, and it's interesting because you couldn't get too more diverse. Dame Lydia Ko, so professional, so good, so wonderful, and then Ryan Fox. It's just like we've got both sides of the spectrum going on there, and just such. Both great Kiwis. Yeah,
and I think what was really cool about Jason was that he came home, he partied like what you and I would have done. He's just a genuine Kiwi bloke, right? So he hung over the next day and he's admitting it, I'm not too great shape. His photos of him drinking out of it. It's just that classic Kiwi story, and we're so proud of him.
Yeah, no, he is... it's awesome. It's just great to see these Kiwis doing well.
And, Bob Charles won it 63 years ago, right? So there's the real special Kiwi connection. We've had Michael Campbell who won in America, and obviously Lydia. Mm-hmm. So there's not many times that a Kiwi has won this thing. So, and the Open, a golf links, it's different. It's not a Masters, like the links style of golf is tough. It's in wind. It's
Yeah, well, describe to me, like, what is it what's different about the British Open?
Because they do traditionally play on the links, St Andrews and Royal Birkdale where they played. Everything is barren. There's no lush fairways. There's lots of undulations. It's always normally on the coast. There's no trees. It's wind affected. It's long grass. It's hidden in the scrub. It's natural rolling country, which from me being a greenkeeper, it's the purest form. I love it. And, they're having to play different shots. They're putting off the greens to, massive greens. Everything's undulating. It's dried out. It's hard and fast, and the luck of the bounce sometimes, those things. It's just got everything that a traditional greenkeeper or traditional golfer loves. That's why St Andrews is, the mecca, right?
Excellent. And so I think that's as people somewhat wouldn't realise, is like a links course, and that is this a deliberate, when you're greenkeeping and tending it, is making sure that there's a rough. It's not, you're making it challenging for the golfers.
Oh, totally.
It's not designed to be really easy or anything. It's like there's no trees. They could obviously plant trees, but they want the wind. They want the challenging conditions, because golf is actually about playing the conditions.
100%. And the conditions can change, over the day. If you tee off early in the mornings, it can be calm, so the golf course can be relatively easy. As soon as that wind comes up, it changes the way that, and even the way that the players have to play shots. Like, if you hit the ball high in the air, though, it's going to get more affected by the wind. So they're playing lots of little chip and run shots, and as I said before, putting off greens and all those sort of things. He hit an iron 300 meters.
Wow.
Like, stop it! I don't go that far for my holidays. He's hit, and then down the 17th, he boomed a drive. Just the way that he hits it. But the challenge with the links is that it's because it's so undulating, the fairways, and you can hit it that far, but it can bounce and go way right, or you can, the golf course. You're playing the golf course, and the golf course can either eat you up. Hit into bunkers that are, real steep slopes and stuff like that, where you saw on the par 3, I think it was at 16 or 15, he had to hit it backwards to be able to chip on and make a bogey. That's just how tough the golf course is. It's a thinking man's golf course, sorry.
Excellent. And so what will be next for him then? He's just, he must have gone. So does that bring you into superstardom in the golf?
Oh, 100%. He is going to be playing. He'll get grouped up with the Scotty Schefflers and, the Shambos and those sort of guys. So he now is going to become a bit of a rock star. His world has changed massively. If you're if you're a major winner, you are now rock star material. So I think that'll be the difference, because he normally, as I've talked about, he loves to get out there and just play fast golf, right? He gets in, hits the ball and carries on. Now it's going to come down to, there's going to be a lot of slowing down, and there'll be more crowds and movement, and people want to see him, and he is now just stepped up into something that I think that'll be the toughest thing for him.
Yes.
Wherever he goes and plays, he'll play his golf as he normally does, and he hits it a million miles, and he's now going to have to deal with these other pressures of being with the superstars. And I think too, he now becomes a candidate for the President's Cup, which is a selection coming up. So that's the sort of stuff he's now right in the mix for that sort of stuff, which I know he's wanted to play.
Excellent. Well, how does the President's Cup work?
That's where it's team, so it's a world against
World against the US?
Yes, it is, yes. So they play match play, teams event, they get pumped up. So, and the captain there'll be a criteria around, I think it's the top 4 are automatic selections from their rankings in the world, and the bottom 4 are captain's choices, so he'll be in that top 4. Yeah, because his world rankings has gone up massively. So probably want to put a little shout out for his coach.
Yes.
A guy called Marcus Wilhouse, who was a tremendous golfer himself. He's been with him such a long time now. So, you kind of think golf and, do they have a coach? 100%. He's got his team behind him. Obviously his caddy. He'll have a physiotherapist, because, he's always breaking down.
Yeah.
But his coach, such an important person with him. And I think too, around that, it's sure his swing won't change tremendously much, but mentally in the way that he'll think his way around the golf courses. So, a big shout out to Marcus Wilhouse, who was an amazing golfer in his day himself. So,
yeah. And so when someone's coaching at what sort of team are they going to be putting it together? So as you said, the coach, the caddy.
Well, I think now, because he reportedly won $5.5 million from this 4 days of work, not a bad hourly rate, eh?
Yeah.
So he will be now being able to pick and choose where he goes, whereas previous to winning this, he has to get points to be able to, he's got to finish up on the with points around where he finishes or what tournaments he gets let into.
Yeah.
So you've got to qualify for like the master stuff. He now has exemptions, so he can pick and choose what he does. So his travel will be a lot less because he will be travelling private jet.
Yes.
So that'll be the difference. He'll have someone who will be organising all his logistics. All he's got to do is turn up, play golf, right? Whereas previously he's saying, hey, I want to play in this tournament. He'll have a manager.
And so, now he'll get picked up. I imagine in the world of golf that they'll be like, hey, come and play around with this billionaire, or come over to this course here and do a sort of an appearance, and all of these are going to be able to subsidise everything now and just
totally. And
appearance fees would go through the roof for him, no doubt.
Well, Michael Campbell this is one of the things that he learnt from when he won the US Open, right, was that the demands on him, he said he was doing media all the time. He actually lost his golf ability because of all the demands of everything else on him. Sponsors want him. He's got to be at this place. Waikato Shed is going to be the Shed Life's going to be the new sponsor of Ryan Fox. So he had a lot of demands on him outside of playing the game. When in actual fact, that's what he's there to do, right? His work job is to play golf. So it was the time taken that and the pressure. He said the media just went through the roof. So Foxy will be lined up by the major media all the time now because he's he's
an open. Yeah,
he's the open one. Yeah, the champion. Yeah, champion golfer they call him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the Claret Jug?
I think it just looks fantastic. You look at it, it's so beautifully shaped, and it looks like something the king would have when they're going around and they're pouring out this very generous glasses of claret red wine or something.
I like it too because I'm sure in your day, and I know in my day, you get with your mates and you'll play a round of golf, or you'll have some little trophy. It looks like something that I went and bought from an op shop, Yeah,
it does. It looks like a classic cup, a classic jug. I like how it looks. Sort of reminds me of the America's Cup as well.
It does actually. That's a good point.
So
did you know though that there is the original Claret Jug, which Foxy gets, but they give you a replica as well that you keep. So Bob Charles, I saw an interview with him after Foxy had won, and he actually had his
replica.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? So there is because you kind of you look at the Rainford Shield in New Zealand, like the history of the places it's been to, the panel beating that's been needed, the things that have happened with it. Like this is the Claret Jug, and it's been going on for a long time. That could have ended up.
Oh yeah,
lots of places. So Foxy gets it for the year, returns it for next year, but he keeps his replica forever.
So when he's on that plane though and he's got the Claret Jug, that's the actual Claret Jug, he is taking it around?
I believe so. Yes, it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Interesting that they don't have a security guard with it.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
Maybe they do.
Yeah, talking and thinking about
and having to wear white gloves, sort of things. There's a lot of people I've seen All Blacks drinking out of it, which I think is awesome. Classic Kiwi story, isn't it? I'm sure you've done a shoey over the day,
Yeah, it's like that. It's what I think is cool, and so well done. And it'll be such a buzz for golf and for sponsors because he's such a man of the people, and he's just brought it straight back to it. And it's just like, it's like the local club team's just won.
Correct.
He's just taking it around. It's and it's cool what he's done there. It's sort of the way the Ranfurly Shield captures the NPC, and the rugby attention is. It's like, people just feel a connection to it. And
do you think that a part of the connection is because there's the tradition of it? Like it's been going a long time. Like the Ranfurly Shield again, it's been going for a long time. Do you think there's something around that?
I think there's a tradition. I mean, I think the Ranfurly Shield's just powerful because you've got to. Someone was saying, whether it's James Tucker actually, he was saying is you don't. Yeah, you win the Ranfurly Shield, but you don't defend the Ranfurly Shield. You have to win it.
Keep winning it.
You have to keep winning it every time. And I think there's just so many iconic memories about it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter actually whether your season's going up or down. Is once that game's on the line, that's suddenly championship material.
Yeah.
And you could go your whole career and maybe not win the premiership, but if you win the Ranfurly Shield, you're telling your grandkids about that. You know, like that is
The pinnacle, wasn't
pinnacle.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, obviously winning the championship is a pinnacle, but I think winning the Ranfurly Shield, which makes for the NPC so much more interesting as well, is it's a pinnacle every time someone's defending it / trying, going down to win it. So yeah, every home game currently for Otago, it's so big.
It'd be interesting to see.
I think it's your Cantabs are going to go down there first.
Go the lads. You know, like you think of an NPC championship winning team. Do provinces have a, what do they call it, a tour or a, where they drive up the main street and they show it off? They don't, right? Not for an NPC. But if you win the Ranfurly Shield, the people get in, people want to come and see it, and they'll, what do they call that when you drive up the main street? There's a word for it, eh? Parade.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? They'll have a parade. Like if you win the Ranfurly Shield, we're putting on a parade and we're going to shut the main street and we're going to have cowbells and stuff. But if we win the NPC, we don't do that.
No, it's no, it is. So it is. It's you don't want to take away, but it would, in a sense, it's bigger. I was more drawn. When Waikato run the Ranfurly Shield last year, Lima with that wobbly, the bull falls over, then he puts it back up, ice in his veins, and he kicks it over for the win versus Taranaki. Man, I just want to go and see the Shield. I did. It was awesome. Went and checked it out. And the Stags came and took it off us next week. They brought Southland weather with them.
They did.
They did. That second half.
It was a gizzard.
It was that wind was just blowing across. Oh man, bless them.
Do you think then, with Ryan Fox's win, it's given you, a more emphasis on going to have a game of golf with your mates?
Yeah, and I think it's given me more of an interest of just how it's going on, and he just seems like a man of the people. It just seems like something you're like, oh man, that's cool. Yeah, it's a buzz for golf.
Isn't it? And the bakery up in North Auckland somewhere is
wherever you got that.
The steak, the bacon jam and cheese pies.
Yeah.
Apparently they've been selling out ridiculous amounts of pies. Because again, Ryan Fox, he said, oh yeah, that's what I want to do when I go back to New Zealand and have a pie, Yeah. How good.
Yeah.
Good.
You could have scripted it any better. No, it's all, yeah.
I've actually got a good mate of mine who, in a charity dinner a few months ago, brought to have dinner for 8 people with Ryan and his dad.
Yeah.
And I think he paid, don't quote me, but around about $4,500 for 8 people to have dinner with Foxy and his old man.
Yeah.
You imagine what that's worth now.
Oh, yeah, put a couple of zeros on the end of that.
Yeah, just again, because of what Foxy's done. Like, if he hadn't won the tournament, $4,500 is probably about right. But now, so he's got this opportunity, like how cool. He's going to go and have, he's not going to sell it, but he's going to be able to go and have dinner with an open chat. Yeah, how good.
Yeah, it is. It's just such a classic feel-good Kiwi story.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Yeah, you almost couldn't exemplify it, and then he's just doing the job, and all the best for him in terms of the mental strength and dealing with it. But he just seems like he's going to have a bit of a water off the duck's back attitude.
Yeah, and I do like that the world has picked up his pace of play. Is like he just gets up, hits a ball and carries on, whereas I think that's great for golf because it is one of the challenges golf faces is it's a slow play, how long it takes for players to get through, and that's again commercially people want to see players getting through and seeing lots more players on TV and I've obviously been to the Masters myself and it is really slow. So the fact that here's this non-gym golfer
Yeah.
from New Zealand who's just getting out there, hitting the ball and carrying on is great for
Yeah.
golf's identity and where it needs to get to.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. All right. Cheers, KJ.
Love your work, mate.